What's going on, everybody? This is MDENT313, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Man, I just seen an interesting back and forth between DJ Academic and Bill Haney. DJ Academic on his podcast, he played a video of Bill Haney pretty much confronting Team Ryan Garcia about the rematch. Now, for a lot of people that don't know what's going on, I talked about how Devin Haney is trying to get the rematch with Ryan Garcia, and that he just signed a 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh and the Zone, to help build up the rematch, right? He's going to fight, what's being reported, he's going to fight Jose Ramirez, and then Ryan Garcia is going to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and assuming that both guys come out on top, they're going to have a rematch. And then whoever that third fight may be for these guys is, it remain to be seen, right? So DJ Academic, he get on his podcast and he pretty much trashed Bill for confronting Team Ryan Garcia. And he don't understand that what was going on, because they all had a meeting in London to discuss an upcoming fight card in May, and then what they're planning in October, a future fight card in October. So DJ Academic tell Bill Haney, he say, hey, pretty much, I don't agree with you doing that. You're making your son look weak. And then he's spinning a narrative talking about, I don't care that Ryan Garcia was on steroids. You need to get it back in blood. This, and that. And that he don't like the fact, he pretty much, he told Bill, you don't need to be around your son all the time. Why can't your son call him out and pretty much confront Ryan Garcia? Well, because Academics is not in the boxing world, he don't understand everything that's going on in the sport of boxing. Bill Haney is not only Devin Haney's head boxing coach, but he's also his promoter, and he also handles the business along with Devin Haney at Devin Haney's promotion at DHP. So DJ Academics is making it seem like Bill Haney is just a father who is taking up for his son just because he lost. No, he's his manager, right? So he don't even realize what's going on. And two, this is kind of a normal call out in boxing. And furthermore, what is the problem with black fathers? I notice that anytime a black father is a good father, other black men seem to be upset about it, right? Before I get off into that, Bill Haney responded to DJ Academics on X, and he pretty much called him, he pretty much told DJ Academics that you have father issues. Don't get upset pretty much because your father wasn't in your life. Shout out to Bill Haney for checking DJ Academics, right? But I want to touch on a much deeper topic, if you will, right? I want to talk about why, or I want to raise the question. I'll put it, that's a better way to put it. Why is black fatherhood hated so much? And it's one thing if it was hated by other groups of people, but I want to know, why is it hated by the people in my community? It's the weirdest phenomenon that I've seen. It's one of them anyway, but it's like, how can I put this? On one hand, if black men are not in their children's life in some form of capacity, we get trashed on social media, in movies, on podcasts, on talk shows. I've seen it my whole life. So it seemed like it don't matter how you interact with your children as a father, as a black father, you're vilified for it, whether you interact with them or not, right? Now, if you're not in your kid's life, let's just say hypothetically, you're struggling, you're not doing well financially, no one asks the mother, like, if the mother isn't doing well financially, nobody asks her, well, why did you have children if you knew you couldn't afford them? They only ask the father this, right? When you have a father who's doing well, but the type of skill set and job he has requires for him to travel, they blame the father for being gone all the time. So you're pretty much a deadbeat in that respect, where if you're a military dad, if you're, you may be a lineman or whatever your job may be, where it consists of you traveling a lot, you're considered a deadbeat. If you're a father who you come home every night but you work a lot to provide a good living for your children, you're considered a deadbeat because you don't help out around the house, or help out around the house as much as they believe you should. Last but not least, if you're a father who you come home every day, you work your 8, we call it an 8 and skate. You do your 8 and skate, but you don't really make a lot of money, so you can't necessarily provide all the things that you would like to provide for your children. You get called a deadbeat for that. Now, in very rare instances, do you get an opportunity to have a father like Bill Haney or Sean Porter or LeVar Ball, to where they were in their son's life from infant to adulthood, and that they were doing so well that they could afford to be home pretty much all the time with their child. And even in rare instances, when you have fathers like that, other black men get pissed off at you for that, right? When Sean Porter and Kenny Porter is Sean Porter's father, the phenomenal retired fighter Sean Porter, who in my opinion should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. When Sean Porter, just like Bill Haney was also Sean Porter's manager, all you heard was Sean Porter's father can't train. He's a terrible trainer. Sean Porter can't do this. Kenny Porter's not teaching him that. In addition to that, they were saying that Kenny Porter was ripping Sean Porter off as if Sean Porter isn't intelligent enough to, as if he isn't intelligent enough to manage and budget his money. And what better person could you want doing that for you than your father, right? When you look at the LeVar Ball and his 3 sons, you got LaMelo, who's the youngest, LeAngelo, who's the middle child, and who was the oldest? Is it John? I can't remember the oldest name, but he played for the Chicago Bulls. But I remember when he was Lonzo Ball. Where did I get John from? I have no idea, but it's Lonzo Ball. When Lonzo Ball was first coming into the NBA, of course, like any other father, he's just trying to market and promote his son, because a lot of people may not remember, but look, Lonzo Ball was that guy coming out of UCLA. And when he was coming out, LeVar would say crazy things. Oh, my son, he a dog Steph Curry as far as one-on-one. He's a better player. He's a better passer than Magic Johnson. My son is going to be better than Jordan. In addition to that, instead of having his son sign with Reebok, Nike, or any traditional gym shoe company, he decided to come out with his own shoe, the Big Baller brand. And when I say everybody on ESPN, from Stephen A. Smith to other, especially black commentators, was trashing LeVar Ball for this. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. it never makes sense. It don't make sense to me, because when you see other father-son duos and combos and family members, I don't care what the race is. It could be somebody in boxing like Robert Garcia and Mikey Garcia, who's an uncle nephew. It could be somebody like Archie Manning and his two sons, Peyton and Eli Manning. No other father and sons getting this level of criticism like black fathers. It's almost as if everyone want to erase black fathers from existence. It's like nothing you can do is ever good enough. Nothing you can do. So no matter where you sit at on the board, whether you're the father that's been there since the kids was little, and you was able to have a successful relationship with the mother, but anything that you never celebrated for what you've done. You always criticize for what you haven't done. So like I said, if you travel a lot, well, you ain't never there. If you come home every day but you work a lot, you ain't never there. If you work your 8 hours and come home, well, you ain't providing enough. You ain't making enough money. And God forbid, if you just a deadbeat for real, you really finna get killed on social media. But for DJ Academics to come out and trash Bill Haney for Bill Haney trying to conduct business and get a rematch for his son, for him to be looked at as the bad guy is absolutely ridiculous to me. I just don't understand what is going on with us. Right? I mean, just think about it. If that would have been Devin Haney's mother doing that exact same thing, DJ Academics wouldn't even criticize them. He wouldn't have said one thing. He would have, matter of fact, he would have commended him for it. And I want to give you an example. When football player Lamar Jackson, phenomenal quarterback, when he decided to have his mother pretty much be his agent, nobody said nothing. Maybe a few people like myself, but no one said a word. Nobody, you had some ESPN, analysts maybe criticize it a little bit, but not much, right? When Jaden Daniels, the guy who just destroyed my Lions, decided to have his mother become his agent, nobody criticized him. Nobody batted an eye. But if it would have been either one of these guys' father to do that, dude, it'd be talked about on ESPN, CNN, NBC, PBS, CBS. It'll be an outrage. And I'm trying to figure out with the community, do you want fathers to be in their children's lives or not? I mean, in the black community, it's almost treated as if the mothers are reptiles and they have their children with no man. Like all of them are just the Virgin Mary, like men just, like we don't even exist. It's crazy to think about. But Academics is absolutely ridiculous for what he said to Bill Haney and for his criticism. And in addition to that, before I get up out of here, DJ Academics said, I'm Team Ryan Garcia. I want you to think about how hilarious this is. Ryan Garcia, who's a known racist, who called black people the N-word, who called black people all disparaging type of N-words, and admitted he hate black people publicly. I've even played the clip on my channel. He would rather side with that guy over a father and his son who haven't done nothing to nobody. A black father and son who haven't done nothing to nobody. In addition to him siding with a racist, he's also siding with a cheater, because Ryan Garcia was busted with for taking PEDs. You know what DJ Academic said? I don't care that he took PEDs. I don't care that he took performance enhancing drugs. And I don't care that he racist. I'm still siding with him over my own people. That lets you know how sick we are. And that's all I got for this one, man. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.